put your hand over the camera for Lamar Jackson at it. Cool. Anyway, we have weird animal facts. Weird animal facts, species that are surprisingly ancient. All right. Come on, computer. Don't embarrass me.
Aardvark, looking like the love child of a kangaroo
No, it's crazy. I used to watch a show called Bizaardvark.
and a clawed pig. This curious mammal hasn't evolved much over the past 35 million years. The aardvark has primitive teeth with no enamel or roots, is missing its collarbones, and waddles around with webbed back feet. This animal is very elusive in both life and the fossil record. Quality specimens are rare finds. Scientists believe that the aardvark is a genetic anomaly in the sense
So did they evolve, or they're kind of just like done with evolution? Because what are they prehistoric, or what's so special about them being alive for all this time?
that its genes evolved little over time compared
Damn.
to other mammals. In fact, they've evolved so little that they think the African animal is the closest match to the common ancestor of all mammals that share a similar set of chromosomes. It's hard to determine a gender by just looking at an aardvark, but males
Damn.
tend to be bigger and can weigh up to 100 kilograms.
Bro, imagine being an animal and they can't even tell if you're a boy. Is that, man? Imagine having such a little meat that people think you're a girl.
Females deliver a single hairless cub during breeding
Ew.
season. They consume huge quantities of ants with their sticky ribbon-like tongues, but the aardvark is not related to the South American anteater.
Aw, damn.
The aardvark is the only remaining member of an order of animals that dates back to the days of the dinosaurs.
So it didn't evolve for years. It has little meat.
While they are not exactly as old as their family classification, aardvarks have still been slurping up ants for 35 million
Hey,
years.
yo.
Indian purple frog. The purple frog hopped alongside the dinosaurs for about 70 million years, survived the famous disaster that killed them, and then made it to modern times to bask in the amazement of scientists. This rare amphibian, which grows to a total length of 7 centimeters and spends most of its life underground, was
Oh my god. Like, no offense to God, bro, but sometimes I swear he just be doing stuff sometimes. How do we get here? How does one achieve this? Why is it a frog? Like, ain't that insulting to other frogs? Because frogs kind of look irregular. Frogs look cool. But does it have human eyes? Oh my god.
recently discovered
It looks like it's in a stomach.
in the Western Ghats Mountains of India. Soon,
Burn it.
fuel your scientists had to create a new family for it when DNA tests determined that it was unique among frogs and that it belonged to no
Yeah,
other group in
duh.
existence today. It's an odd creature. The purple frog has a tiny, pointy face directly connected to its blob-like body. It doesn't exactly have a head or neck. During the monsoon season, purple frogs leave their burrows to mate and mainly subsist on termites. Their underground lives make them hard to find. So scientists are uncertain.
Here's my thing. Have you seen like certain couples where it's like, not to be weird, but you're kind of wondering, how do they have intercourse? This is that of the animal kingdom. How does this have intercourse? How does one of these look at another one of these and just say like, you know what I'm saying? You look kind of bad still.
About how many are still left in the wild. As living fossils, these frogs are very important because they may shed more light on amphibian evolution and how species reacted to ancient landmass shifts. The purple frog itself survived such a landmass separation about 65 million years ago when the Seychelles split from India. Flamingo. What was once a Spanish lake in the Miocene era is now a stretch of limestone. In it, researchers have discovered a nesting site, eggs and all. They believe once belonged to a prehistoric flamingo.
How? If you watch any of my other dinosaur animal related videos, I believe dinosaurs existed, yes. But the evidence is kind of suspicious. Because how do you have an egg? How come it didn't break after the thingamabob like died? You feel me? Like, how did this egg survive for years, become fossilized and everything? I would assume it would have broken. You feel like I'm not crazy in my assumptions, right?
That dates back 18 million years. On a microscopic level, scans revealed that the 5 eggs were very similar to those of modern-day flamingos. There were some differences, though. The way the fossilized nest was constructed, built with plant matter like twigs and leaves, differs greatly from the mud towers the pink birds construct in modern times. Flamingos today also lay only a single egg per nest, not 5. Since the nest more closely matched that of modern grebes, a diving bird and a close relative of the flamingo, researchers are also considering that it might have belonged to an ancestor of both birds. Baby flamingos are either gray or white and develop their flamboyant pink plumage in just a few years' time. The color comes from the ingestion of a reddish-orange pigment called beta-carotene, the same stuff in carrots and pumpkins, found in certain algae and crustaceans.
If a person were to eat that, would they turn pink, or it's just like the combination of being a flamingo and the thingamabob?
If a flamingo were to stop eating these tinted foods, its color would eventually fade. Hedgehog. Believe it or not, this tiny mammal has been spreading prickly cuteness for the past 15 million years, and not as some vaguely familiar ancestral. The hedgehogs of yesteryear were just the same as the hedgehogs of today. Their trademark quills are hollow spikes of keratin.
So they can't evolve anymore, or they are peak evolution? That's my question. Because how do you not evolve in 15 million years? Like, even humans, like, either we're going to evolve to have, like, cave backs because we are always on our phones and we are always hunched over in junk, or we're going to, if the water levels increase high enough, we're going to become Atlanteans. So it's kind of like, is this peak evolution?
The same protein that forms human hair and nails. Newborn hedgehogs have tiny, barely visible quills under their skin and adopt their pincushion look within a few days. The hog part of their name comes from the pig-like squealing and grunting noises produced when they forage for food and communicate with other hedgehogs. Not all hedgehogs curl up into a defensive ball or hibernate during the winter. It differs from species to species.
Yeah, some of them run fast and turn to a ball to attack.
Some desert hedgehogs prefer to run from danger and only curl up as a last resort. Modern hedgehogs all just about fit into person's hand, but their tiniest ancestor was a primitive species, Silvicola acaris, that lived 52 million years ago and was about the size of a human thumb. Red panda, the endangered red panda, shares a common ancestor with the
Pabu. If you watch The Legend of Korra, Pabu the rat. Huh, he was just regular, huh?
giant panda, in addition to its false thumb, love of bamboo, and some territory in China. But unlike its black and white cousin, it is not a member of the bear family. This adorable, kitten-like creature goes back 5 million years, and it is believed that its bamboo nibbling is an ancient inheritance. Even older remains of red panda-like animals found in Eastern Europe and North America.
This could literally be any type of rodent from 1 million years ago. Why do you just assume it's a red panda? This could be a monkey. It could be a cat. Oh, there's certain things that just don't click to me.
Possibly date back to as far as 25 million years. For many years, this so-called firefox ran circles around scientists who tried to classify it. The red panda was classified along with raccoons for a long time. It's not hard to see why. Just like raccoons, red pandas have masked faces and ringed tails that help them to balance when scooting about in trees. They also use their front paws like hands by sticking them into rivers when they go for a drink. However, DNA testing finally prompted scientists to classify it into a new family group called Ailuridae. It's a good thing that these bushy-tailed animals also thrive on insects, eggs, small birds, rodents, and fruit because their digestive tracts are poorly adapted to process plant matter. Only about a quarter of the nutrients in bamboo gets absorbed. White-tailed deer. White-tailed deer are the oldest living deer species today. That didn't...
But how though? How do you not evolve if... I mean, not for me to question, but I'm questioning it.
Happened
I
by
don't understand
accident.
it.
These graceful creatures have retained their flexible nature and design for the past 3.5 million years simply because it works. White-tailed deer practice several survival life hacks. They will eat almost anything. This opportunistic deer will even chow on meat and fish. However, grass is off the menu. These deer completely lack the specialized teeth and stomach most other deer have that would allow them to get any proper sustenance from grazing. They thrive in habitats and climates from the Arctic Circle down to Brazil, the biggest
Jesus.
range of any hoofed species in existence. The deer also practice preventative safety measures. They'll mess up their own tracks by circling over them several times.
What? Like, I get it. Like, this is their evolution. But who started the trend? What deer started the trend of, oh, wait, these other lions, tigers, whatever is hunting us are kind of dumb. If we just retract our steps, they won't be able to find us no more. Like, Jerry, you low-key cooked with that one. Hey, everybody, let's do that now. Did it happen like that, or is it kind of just an evolution thing of, I don't know.
When chased, a deer will bolt down familiar escape routes with known obstacles and clear them easily, which slows and discourages the predator. It might even lead its pursuer to other deer in an effort to throw it off. Sometimes more duck than deer, they'll wade through water to destroy their trail, hide underwater, or even paddle into the ocean where no self-respecting bobcat will follow. During a good year, a doe can produce twins or triplets. Fawns are expert hiders. For the first few days, they give off no body smell at all, blend into the brush with their dappled coats, and drop like a bag of bricks at the slightest hint of a threat. From birth, this deer is built to survive. Virginia opossum. North America's only marsupial is a blend of a cute teddy and a sewer rat. Their fossil record goes back 70 million years, making them one of Earth's oldest.
This looks exactly like the red panda. That's what I'm saying. How do you know? How can you just make the assumption when this exists?
Oldest mammals. The Virginia opossum has kept its basic form through all that time. Like the kangaroo, it carries young in a pouch so
Ew.
tough that it sometimes
Oh my
protects the
God.
babies when their mother is hit by a vehicle.
Damn.
The pouch is also waterproof, keeping the bee-sized newborns completely dry when the mother swims.
Why are they moving like a submarine or a house?
No one can really say for how long they've used the survival ploy that makes them famous, playing possum in the face of danger, but opossums are really good at it. When they have no other options left, this mild-mannered marsupial will keel over for up to 6 hours of lifelessness,
Damn.
slow their heartbeat and breathing, and cross their toes that the
Again, another question. Who started the trend? Who told the other opossums that this the move? Like, bro, like, I swear to God, I tried it against a lion today. Or like a charm. No one can, like, you know, we can like slow down our hearts. They don't even notice. Like, like I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm opening my eye. You don't even know I'm alive. And I survived. Real talk. I don't know. That's all. It's a
particular
method.
predator hunting them isn't into carrion. Contrary to popular belief, they don't do it often, and it's a tactic most often exhibited by the juveniles of the species. Another strategy the opossum uses to deter hunters is to display its 50 teeth, a record number for a mammal, while drooling and bubbling spit in it.
Animals know what rabies is. Oh my! I didn't even think about that. Like, animals, like, probably know what rabies are. Nah, that's actually pretty cool.
An effort to
What?
appear too diseased to eat. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
And, bro, that's crazy. Animals know what rabies is. Then how do they get it? Like, you feel me? Like, is it like a thing where like some animals know and some animals don't, or it's kind of like a, if it looks weird, let's not touch him. Like, I don't know. I just got a bunch of animal questions, but that will be the end of the video. Call me crazy thing. Got me, got my baby.